Shalom. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all of the praises and the glory to the Most High and the Son, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai Bashmiel Rakar Kwadash. And double honor to the apostles of the great millstone, and as well as giving the salutations thereof towards the Akim that's forwarding this truth worldwide. And shalom to the brothers and the sisters that heed to these lessons. Once again, it's the brother Laban. And I just want to show you, brothers, something in this article of what Klaus Schwab was saying. As the head title says, World Economic Forum, Klaus Schwab declares China a role model. Once upon a time, the Soviet had a tightly controlled network of internationalists known as the Comintern's to promote their communistic model to Europe and beyond. As it stands now, the Red Chinese have gone them one better. They've got Klaus Schwab. According to the Fox News, World Economic Forum founder Chair Klaus Schwab recently sat down for an interview with a Chinese state media outlet and proclaimed that China was a role model for other nations. Schwab, 84, made these comments during an interview with CGTN's Tian Wei, if I'm correct in pronouncing that, on the sideline of last week APEC CEO Summit in Bangkok, Thailand. Schwab said he respected China's tremendous achievements at modernizing its economy over the last 40 years. I think it's a role model for many countries, Schwab said. Before qualifying that, he thinks each country should make its own decision about what the system it wants to adapt. However, I think we should be very careful in imposing systems, but the Chinese model is certainly a very attractive model for quite a number of countries, Schwab said. And as the writer continues to say, right? Let me just skip down to this right here. Actually, let me read this and then read this. A role model, a country of zero freedom, low social mobility, social credit score, and constant government surveillance. Who the heck, even among the revolutionary wokesters crowd, is openly calling for a Chinese model for their own countries? China is in fact a giant prison, complete with slave labor, sweatshop, low wages, continuous lockdowns, and actual low guy or gulags. And I had a relative of mine that went down to China, and basically she could tell you that that's exactly how it is down there. You know, people that have went to China and came back, you know, they could tell you that's how they're operating over there. You know, and that's the reason as to why he would say that China is a greater model. Because when you look at the Chinese governance, it's total control right there and there. And the thing about these powers that be, they don't look at us as human beings. They look at us as assets. They look at us as, resources, human resources. Hence you have the term. And so this is the goal. This is the major enterprise, is to keep tabs on everybody. And that's the model for China. Like China, and we've been saying this, we've been saying this, like China's always been the role model for Esau to build on top of, because they want to be able to control people on another level, keeping tabs on people, like I said, with data and all kinds of various ways to, make sure that you don't do something outside of the system or go against the system in some kind of form of fashion, because ultimately they want to uphold their supremacy. But ultimately they see us as a resource. And I just want to read this. I'll begin by reading verse 8. Flee ye and turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, and the time that I will visit him, and the Lord will visit him. This is the point, if grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy until they have enough. Why? Because according to the book of Habakkuk chapter 2, they're not satisfied until they heap onto them all nations. Let me see if I can get that. I think what I should have did was just pull this up first. This is the scripture that I really should have been reading first, but the Spirit had me read that instead. But it all goes together. Yeah, this is it right here. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, and he is a proud man, and neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desires hell, and is as deaf, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. So that's that one world order. And within that one world order system, they can be able to keep tabs on everything and everybody through this technological world that they want to create, merging everybody as one, which it makes it more easier for them to control. All right. But if you look at the way China governs its people, yeah, that's what they want. Okay. Like Klaus Schwab, he's not lying to you. He's basically telling it all as the truth, that China is the model. Because China, man, when you go down there, you see how they got the people down there. They got them under total control, complete control, little to no freedom left. So that's the world that they want to create under every nation. Okay, because Esau sees us as resource that he has to gather and hoard up unto himself. All right. And this is just going to be a short video. I'm not going to go too long on this. I just was a bit triggered in reading this. So I said, you know, let me do a lesson and speak on this. So what I'll do is I'll send you this on the description box by posting the link, and you can go check it out. Probably do a lesson on this too. Maybe you may see something that I didn't see in this lesson, but I just wanted to read what got me and then just do a video on that, you know, just for the sake of time. So with that, I'm closing, and I say shalom.